Assalamualaikum. Hey everyone, welcome to the Homely Baking course by the Homely Courses channel. You all are thinking that what we are making today, right? Don't worry about it, we will explain this recipe in detail. Don't worry. So for this recipe, we have taken here 200 grams of dark chocolate. So first of all, basically we are making dark chocolate ganache, and for this recipe we have taken more than 1 cup of dark chocolate. So you can take it as per your requirement. We have taken more than 1 cup and it is 200 grams. You can take little bit less in quantity if you want, but it is enough. You have to melt it on double boiler. We have kept the chocolate bowl on the hot water bowl. You can see our chocolate is melting, but it is not melted well. Nicely melt it. Your water should be medium hot when you are melting the chocolate. If your water will be too much hot, then your chocolate will burn easily, so don't do that. Your water should be medium hot, okay? Here we are adding 50 grams of butter. This is 50 grams of butter. Each cubes are of 25 grams. You have to add vanilla extract into it. Here we have added fresh cream into it. It is around 1 cup. We are using vanilla extract into this dark chocolate ganache because of flavor. We are making vanilla dark chocolate ganache. You can skip it if you want. After mixing cream into it, we will add vanilla extract into it, okay? You have to take fresh cream and don't keep this ganache into the fridge, otherwise it will become thick. Here we have added 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla essence. Nicely mix it with a spoon. You can see that this consistency is perfect. If you will keep it in the fridge, it will become thick and you have to do icing by this ganache. So if you want to do icing on your cake, so you can keep it in fridge, but we are not keeping it in fridge because we are not going to icing it on the top of cake, but we will pour it on the cake. So you can see the consistency. Wow, mashallah, you can see this is the perfect ganache recipe. And here we are going to prepare sponge cake batter. So here these are ingredients. This is vanilla extract and we are going to make this cake with 6 eggs. You can see that. And here we have all-purpose flour. It is 1 cup and this is sugar. half cup and 1/4 cup we have taken. You can take as per your taste. And here this is 2 tablespoons of butter. You can take oil if you want, except butter, but we are going to make it with butter. We have explained you the recipe of all ingredients and we have given measurements. Now we are going to make the sponge cake. We are going to make basically the jelly sponge cake for this recipe. You have to add butter into a pot, and here we are taking some extra butter for greasing the pan. Keep it on the medium to low flame for melting. This is approximately 50 grams of butter. It is melted now. You have to keep it aside. Wow, aroma is coming. This smell is really satisfying. Here we are separating eggs. You have to separate egg yolks with egg whites. Keep egg yolks in the one bowl and keep egg whites in the other bowl and start beating it until it becomes light and fluffy. Like this you have to beat it. When it is at this stage, you have to add little bit sugar into it. Don't add all the sugar at once. You have to add sugar gradually into the egg yolks. Beat it nicely. Here we are adding some more sugar. Again beat it. Follow this method for the best results of sponge cake. You have to add sugar in 4 batches. Gradually add and mix it. Look at that. Now egg white is become light. Now you have to beat egg yolks like this. Beat it until it becomes light. You have to beat both things individually because this is really important for making best sponge cake. So you can see this is done. Now we are going to mix both together, egg yolks and egg white. Now beat it again. If you want to make perfect sponge cake, you have to follow these tips and tricks because these tips are really important for a sponge cake, for a perfect sponge cake, and we will going to teach you how to make it perfectly. This is half teaspoon of vanilla extract. Follow our method because this method is really easy and you will be able to make it very easily at your home. Now here we have taken melted butter which we have melted around 2 tablespoons, and we have added little bit of egg mixture into it to mix it. Don't mix it all together because this is not good for this recipe. Firstly, you have to take some portion of egg mixture and you have to mix it in the butter or oil if you are using oil, and then you have to mix the butter mixture into the egg mixture. Now here we are stirring it nicely. After that, here we have taken 1 cup of all-purpose flour with half teaspoon of baking powder. You have to sieve it nicely. You can see we have added it into the egg mixture, and you have to mix it with cut and fold method like this. Don't over stir, but you have to mix it nicely by this method. You can see flour is not mixed right now. You have to mix it perfectly by your hand. Lightly and gently mix it. See, this is done. Now you have to keep your oven at 180 degrees Celsius for baking. First, heat the oven for 15 minutes. After that, keep it at 180 degrees Celsius, and then you have to bake your cake. Okay? Here we are greasing the pan. This is round pan, and we are applying melted butter by silicone brush. You can apply it with your hand also if you don't have silicone brush. After that, we have spread some flour in the pan, and we have added our batter into it for baking. Tap it like this to remove air bubbles. This is the time to add strawberry jellies into it. You can add mixed fruit jellies if you want, or you can also add strawberries into this recipe, but this is jelly sponge cake, so you should add strawberry jellies for best results. Add it nicely and keep it in the oven and bake it for half hour or 20 minutes. Check it. If it is not cooked, then you have to cook it for 30 minutes, otherwise it will cook in 20 minutes. You can see, wow, the sponge is really perfect. Look at that. The sponge is returning at its place. That means this is the perfect sponge. MashaAllah, look at that. You can serve it like this if you want. This is specially for those who loves jelly cakes. This is really different recipe, and it is tea cake. You can serve it with tea also, or you can eat it as it is, but we are going to decorate it. So first you have to remove its upper part, which is dark brown. Like this, you have to remove it by your knife. You can eat it if you want. This cake is really tasty, so don't forget to try it. This is 2-in-1 recipe which we are sharing to you. Basically, this recipe is of sponge cake, and we have made jelly sponge cake. Look at that, mashallah, really spongy and beautiful. Now we are going to decorate it with dark chocolate ganache, which is of vanilla flavor. Look at that, really amazing, and this is yummylicious recipe. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, do subscribe it right now for international recipes. This recipe is innovative, and this is our created recipe. So don't forget to try it. This combination is best ever. You have to apply the ganache on top. Follow this method because this method is really easy. Do like this. Spread it all together. You have to apply it like this. Cover the sides of sponge cake. Wow! Dark chocolate sponge cake is ready. You can serve it as it is if you want, but we are going to decorate it little bit more. For decoration, here we have taken some ingredients which you can skip, but we are going to decorate it with these ingredients. These are chocolate balls, and this is roll of chocolate. You have to decorate it like this. We have kept 3 bars of chocolate on top. Look at that, mashallah. It's look great and yummylicious. This recipe was amazing and delicious, and it is really different and special recipe. Do try it at your home if you like this episode and this recipe. This was really delicious and amazing, so don't forget to try it. Make it and enjoy with your family and friends, and please share our episodes in your family and friends. Look at that, the sponge is beautiful and perfect. We will be back with another episode. Bye bye.